Thumbs up.
Hey, everybody. I want to say welcome to Royal Oak headquarters here in Roswell, Georgia. I'm hanging out with Craig, the barbecue ninja himself. Craig, thank you for having me down here to Georgia, man.
Man, I tell you, Malcolm, it's always a treat when we get to have you here or I get to cook with you. It's always a fun time. I mean, just doing what we do.
Feels like family, don't it?
It does.
Feels
man,
like home.
I tell you, it does.
Well, hey, y'all, we're going to do some recipes today. I know football season's coming around the corner. Y'all know that I love cooking tailgate food, party food, stuff to feed a crowd. And we're going to spend some time today here live on TikTok cooking some of my favorite things to serve at a tailgate party. I got my fantasy football draft coming up, so I may throw some of this in there. But first, we got to get a grill fired up because I got to grill off some skirt steaks after a while. Craig, what do we got going on over here?
Man, we got this flame saber right here by Royal Oak. We've got the brand new supersized briquette in here. They're 50% larger briquette, and I tell you, they burn long, they burn hot, and I tell you, it's a heck of a product.
Hey, I've been using these supersized briquettes at home, and with one chimney of them, I can get a Weber kettle to about 700 degrees in about 15 minutes. I know I can sear some beef.
Look at
Get
it.
them tumbleweeds.
How about that? Get these tumbleweeds going quick. We get them going fast.
This is going to take 15, 20 minutes for these coals to get ready. Hey, don't you hurt somebody, that thing.
Look at that. That's the flame saber right there. That is an awesome product. We get that going. What we got going on here, Malcolm?
First, I'm gonna do. Y'all know I like to bacon wrap everything.
Right.
Bacon's a food group to me. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some thin cut bacon and just half in the pack. I probably only need about this half right now.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Craig. But what I've got here, and I've done prepped a few for sake of time, but bacon wrap chicken bites. Y'all saw me doing them on TikTok not too long ago, and this is my firecracker version because I like things to have a little bit of sweet heat to it. So I made my firecracker sauce to go with these. That's not going to come into the end. But all I've got is some boneless, skinless thick chicken thighs, y'all. And I love using the chicken thigh because it's so much juicier. It has a little bit of fat to it. It's got so much more flavor. And that white meat, that breast meat dries out where this dark meat, this boneless, skinless chicken thigh will not dry out. And you can cook it up to about 175 internal. The bacon will be done, and it's just the perfect thing to serve as an appetizer. So all I'm doing is taking these boneless, skinless thighs. If I see any excess fat on them, I'll usually take my knife and just kind of knock that off a little bit. But most of the time, there's not a ton of trimming you have to do. And then I just take these pieces and cut them in bite-sized strips. And we're going to take these strips and wrap them up with a piece of bacon. So I got two of them I'm going to knock out.
I tell you, Malcolm, you got a chicken thigh is so versatile.
Oh.
I mean, what I like to do is if I'm going to cook chicken thighs, I'm going to cook a bunch of them. I'm going to cut them up, put them in a salad. I'm going to make a sandwich with them. In the morning, I'm going to put it on a biscuit. I mean, they're so versatile in what you can do with them. And those skinless, boneless chicken thighs are just, I know you do a lot of recipes with them.
I do. I mean, I really don't cook a lot of chicken breast. For some people, they say, oh, they don't eat dark meat chicken. Well, I cook these up and serve them to them, and they think it's the best chicken they ever ate. They don't even realize it's thigh.
Right.
Craig, if you don't mind, my hands are chicken. Will you grab that hot rub over there?
Oh, yeah, let me
I want to put a little seasoning on this chicken first before we wrap it up. If you wrap it up without seasoning, it's going to be plain tasting underneath. So we just want to coat it. You don't have to get real crazy, but just get some flavor on it. Use your favorite seasoning. I like my hot rub on it because we're kind of going with that sweet heat today. And all I do is I take my hands and just kind of work the chicken. The great thing about these kind of tailgate recipes is these are all meant to prep ahead of time. So when you're going to a game or you're having people over, all that work can be done. All you got to do is throw them on the grill and let them cook, and you can hang out and enjoy yourself.
Right, because you just get like a container and put that in there.
That's right.
You just get there, pop open the container, bam, 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 about 2 or 3 minutes on each side.
That's all it takes.
Char that bacon and chicken done, and there you go.
Well, today we're going to cook these kind of slow on an offset. We've got this Yoder fired up with some lump charcoal over here. We'll show y'all that in just a second. But we're going to cook them off the coals, like indirect, because I want them to cook. I want them to come up, and I want the bacon to brown, but I don't want to burn them. At the very end, when we're glazing them, we can move them over to some higher heat if you want to. But I don't like to go hot and fast with these. This is more of a low and slow approach. Let that bacon cook. We want about a 35, 45-minute cook time on these little bites.
Right, you got to get that chicken done.
That's right. Got to get the chicken done.
Now, if you're doing some kind of steak bite, I know you and I, do some hunting. We duck hunt,
yeah.
and I do the duck bites and the dove bites. But I like to do the opposite. I like to cook those hot and fast, char that bacon, and keep that piece of meat inside there medium rare.
You have to do it when you're cooking beef or venison and even duck. I like it medium rare.
Yeah.
So it's a faster cook. A lot of times, what I'll do with those, if I'm cooking little bites like that wrapped, I'll pre-cook the bacon a little bit.
Yeah.
Just give it a 10-minute head start to knock, that cold off of it, the raw, give it a head, and that way it's not going to overcook whatever you're wrapping with. You can still wrap it. It's not like stiff or crispy or anything. It's still real pliable, but it's just easier to cook, and you won't overcook your beef or your wild game that you want to, once you overcook wild game, you might as well throw it away, Eat some leather.
All the time I get people, I don't like duck. I don't like duck. That's because they haven't had it cooked right.
That's right.
You get it cooked right. It doesn't have the gamey flavor. It's got the flavor that you put it on it. Is basically what it does.
So now all we're going to do is we're going to take these rolled up chicken thighs with the bacon, and we're putting them on a skewer. And I've got metal skewers today. I really prefer to use the metal skewer because it don't burn up. It stands up to it. It radiates some heat. And you can wash them and reuse them. And if you can use wooden ones, you can. But the metal ones work, and I can just throw them in the dishwasher. The cleanup on them super easy. Get multiple uses out of them.
Yeah, they're much easier. They really are.
So all I'm doing is stacking them on here, kind of like kebabs. I had a version of this at a gas station. We were going fishing over in Arkansas, doing some trout fishing. And I come through a gas station, and I saw a lady bringing something out to put in the little hot box behind the counter. I love the little gas station food.
Station hot box.
And I said, "What do you have there?" It was a whole skewer full of these little wrapped up. And she said, "We call them chicken littles." And they were smoked, and they didn't have a glaze on them. So I immediately went home and started making these, and I started glazing them different ways. You could do it, you could do this Asian style. You could do it barbecue style. You could do it buffalo style, whatever you want. That's the great thing about it. It's really versatile. And if you're feeding a big group, do them multiple ways, however you like them. So, Craig, now I just kind of flatten them out a little bit. And we want to hit this top of this bacon with a little bit of seasoning, too.
Here we go. I probably don't have the seasoning shake quite like you got.
Oh, you got it.
But, I've watched you enough to where I know I'm pretty close.
Oh, you got it, Craig. Now let's do the backside.
All right, here we go.
And we're ready for the grill.
All right.
So let's take these up. You want to grab them and bring them over to the Yoder over here? So we started up some Royal Oak lump charcoal here on this Yoder charcoal grill, and I want to cook these chicken littles over on the side. I'm not putting them directly over this hot lump. It always gives me the option to raise or lower it with this grill if I need more heat, but you want it about 350 indirect to start. So all we're going to do is take each one of these skewers and just lay it right on the grill. Greg, you want to lay some on there too, man? We can knock this out.
I tell you, this grill, I really enjoyed it. Over the last 3 days, I've cooked probably 20 racks of ribs on it, doing it a lot like you're doing it right now. With the indirect heat, built a fire on the left side, cooked the ribs on the right side, and kept the fire down. And man, you're talking about a cooking dude, man.
Let's close it up, and we'll come back and check on these things about 30 minutes. It'll be time to put that Firecracker sauce on them.
That sear on them.
That's right.
All right.
So next, we're going to show y'all one of my favorites. We're going to play Will It Slide. We're going to make some little sliders. And today, I'm going to do pizza sliders. So I've got some ingredients down here. Greg, I might get you to help me on this one.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all seen me do these before if you've been watching the TikTok channel or the YouTube channel. But it starts with a lot of cheese. You got to have cheese. And I've got some of these Hawaiian rolls. Now, do we get some aluminum foil out here?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Let's pull out some aluminum foil. Enough to wrap these rolls up. Now, for the prep ahead on these, the only thing I've done so far is slice these rolls. So what I did, I like to create kind of a bottom and a top. Just take a knife and just cut them into one little layer there.
You know,
You can toss the rest.
You know, I've seen so many ways that folks have gone with these Hawaiian rolls and these sliders. You know, it's so awesome to do the pizza.
Oh,
I've seen the buffalo chicken style. I've
you
seen
can go. The traditional way for me was the ham and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We called them little ham biscuits.
Yeah,
and that recipe's been around a long time. But I started doing them different ways. This way is one of my favorites because everybody likes it. Yeah. So all I've got is a couple sticks of butter, some of my Italian scallion, and a little bit of garlic that I've mixed up in just a splash of Worcestershire sauce. Melted that butter in the microwave. And I like to take a brush. I got one in here somewhere. We're gonna do that brush. I may need a brush. Craig.
All right. Well, we'll go find.
We're gonna do it this way.
Yeah. Oh.
We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna drizzle it. How about that?
A drizzle. I like the drizzle.
We're just gonna put a little of that garlic butter right on the bread.
Nice.
I'm eyeballing it.
I mean, everybody likes pizza, right?
I want that to soak in.
Everybody. I mean, all right. There you go. There you go.
Everybody here likes it, I know. So I've got some sliced mozzarella cheese. That's gonna be our glue, our foundation. So we're going to put some of this cheese on the bottom first. But these pizza rolls are going to be really cheesy. Because they're going to get some top shred cheese too.
You can't go wrong.
But now,
no such thing as too much cheese.
You want to do some pepperonis, Craig?
Man, I'll try. With these gloves on, I'm having.
Well, if you can pile them up here, I can distribute them. How about that?
There you go. How about that?
Just give me a pile.
There you go.
There you go.
How about that?
You could use any. The great thing about this is you can make whatever you want. If you want to put sausage on it, put sausage on it. If you want to use salami, any kind of Italian meats would work with a pizza sub. This is really create your own slider.
You can do it just with cheese.
Just with, if you just wanted cheese, you could do it.
Do 2 or 3 different kinds of cheese.
My son loves the pepperonis, and when I take these to parties and stuff, most people, you know, they identify with the pizza sub. And I serve it with some marinara sauce that we warm up, mix a little parm with, so it has a good little dipping sauce to go with it. Is it healthy for you? Absolutely not. But is it good? You can bet your butt on that.
I don't think we would be in our business if we were looking for the healthiest thing.
Hey, we're going to need more pepperoni, Craig. This ain't enough.
I got it, man. Let's bring it on.
I'm a pepperoni lovers kind of slider.
Well, I think you can handle it.
Pizza Hut don't sue me, maybe.
There you go.
I don't know if you can have too many.
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
It's okay to hang them over the side too. Now I like them to get crunchy.
I was gonna say that over the sides where it gets crispy, and that's a lot of flavor right there.
It is. It really is.
So, I tell you, the when this kind of trend started, you know, my mind, I know like yours probably went so many different ways in what you could do with this. And is
that one open already?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay.
You make me fumble with these.
I was just trying to give you something to do, Craig.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting there watching you. You know, I'm actually enjoying that part.
I got my hands greasy, so there we go. So now I've just got some shredded mozzarella, and there's no right or wrong amount. If it falls off the edge, that's okay too. But what you want to do is just cover these pepperonis with the shredded cheese. Glue them down.
Folks that have kids, I mean, this is so quick.
Well, this is one that's great for kids to do. If you want to get your kids involved, get some cheap labor out of them, they enjoy doing this, I promise you.
And you could actually do like a pizza bar with them.
Yeah.
You could actually have different ingredients and let them build their own, you know.
Or make them have, will it slide? That's what we always play at my house. Will it make a slider? Most stuff does.
You let him make the slider while you making your steak over on the
other side. That's right. So now we're going to take some more of that melted butter, and I'm not going to use all of it because I want to save some of it for the end too. We're just going to drizzle it right over the top.
I like that drizzle.
And the great thing about this is if you warm this butter up and you assemble this the day before, you wrap it up and you put it in the refrigerator overnight, all this butter kind of soaks into the bread, and it makes it really good. Now, today, for the sake of time, we're not doing that, but that looks pretty good to me. And all I'm going to do now is take them and just wrap them up. Now we're going to go about 30 minutes on a 350-degree pellet grill wrapped up. That's going to help everything get nice and melted, all that cheese to come together. If you don't wrap them, they'll tend to over brown and get hard on you. But we'll unwrap them at the very end, brush them with a little more butter, and then kind of let the top set. But let's put these over on the other yoder.
Yeah. And I tell you, we've got this thing right here going, and we got it filled with the 100% charcoal pellets. I tell you, it needs some more pellets.
So y'all seen me cook on one of these YS 480s before. I used to take them to comps, and I've cooked a lot of stuff on them. This is one that y'all just got it. It's pretty new, isn't it?
We just got it.
We're going to put these right on that top rack.
I can already see this making my life a whole lot
easier. I love these. The other pellet grills cook awesome. Built like a tank.
It is.
So we've got it set at 350. Now Craig's filling it up with some of the Royal Oak 100% charcoal pellets. Man, these are some awesome pellets to get some really good heat out of. They don't absorb moisture. They don't compress. That's the one thing I like. I notice a lot of times you'll open up a bag of pellets, half of them are mashed or they're gone to dust. I never see these go to dust.
I mean, look at them.
Well, you can't see them in that black glove. But check that out.
They're shining a little bit.
But it's 100% charcoal pellets. Work at any pellet grill. Really great product that Royal Oak has. I'm glad y'all came out with these, Craig.
Yeah, well, you know, it was one of those things that you can't, as popular as the pellet market has gotten, you know, we definitely were interested in that part. But coming out with the 100% charcoal pellet is true to what we do.
That's right.
I mean, we make charcoal. So, you know, and when we got the charcoal pellet, it was just like it fit. It was a piece of puzzle that fit right perfect. So, but I tell you what's cool about those pellets is, and we did this before, is when we dropped them in water.
Oh yeah, and, they don't absorb it. They do not absorb water.
They sit there and they hold their shape. The look stays the same. And actually, if you pour the water out and dry them, you can throw them in a pellet cooker and use them. So they're still usable.
That's exactly right.
So yeah, it's a great product. We've got, and like this Yoder, it's got a sear option where you can take that sear plate off.
Right, charcoal grill right over those pellets.
You're using charcoal pellets on a charcoal, you know, a direct flame. So you're going to get charcoal flavor. It's 100% chance. It's 100% charcoal pellet. There's no way you can't.
That's exactly right.
You know?
So the next thing we got going on, I'm going to do some skirt steak tacos. Now I've got some pieces of skirt steak. Now, Craig, you got this skirt steak.
Yeah.
This ain't no regular skirt steak.
No.
This is some of that Wagyu. I don't know if y'all can see the marbling in this meat, but it feels absolutely amazing. Soft, nice texture to it. Some fat. You want some fat. That's going to char up and that's going to give us some flavor. But this Wagyu beef, I mean, I can't afford it all the time, but when I'm lucky enough to cook it, I absolutely love it.
Oh man, you know, I can remember when I first was hearing about Wagyu beef and everything, and I was like, hey, you know, it can't be that much different. Yeah, I know I can cook a good steak. And then when you eat that first Wagyu steak and it melts in your mouth because of that fat content, and it's just, you're like, okay, now I get it. You know, now I understand about a Wagyu steak.
That's, oh man,
can we bring all that up?
I was just, you know, I got a few things I need here. So what I like to do with this skirt steak is get a little dry marinade going on it. And I've already done a few of them over here, but let me show you what I do. I'm going to take this knife and this lime, and we're going to squeeze lime juice right over this meat. That's going to be kind of our binder. It's going to give us some flavor, a little citrus to go with it.
I can smell that lime.
And then I've got some of my Mexican seasoning. This is the Grande Gringo. You could use your favorite Mexican style seasoning.
That's my favorite.
Whatever you like. Is this your favorite?
That's my favorite.
I appreciate that.
So, yeah, that's what I use.
But I'm going to give that a little coat. And you can go pretty heavy for a dry marinade like this. We're not going to wash it off. But what we are going to do is like put it back in that Ziploc bag, let it sit till we get ready to grill it. We still got our Weber getting hot over there. But we're just going to coat these pieces of skirt steak. And skirt steak cooks incredibly fast. You can kind of tell it's kind of thin. So you really only cook it on one side for a few minutes, flip it over, do the same thing, get some char on it, and that's it.
Man, I
also like to hit it with a little bit of cilantro.
I can smell that. I mean,
smell the lime and the chilies and the cumin.
It's all just like
all those flavors.
Yeah, that smells awesome.
Let's kind of pat some of this in.
And I'm a big cilantro person.
Oh, me too. Absolutely.
Cilantro. Yep. You know,
so we're gonna flip it. Y'all know we're gonna do the same thing to this backside.
I love cilantro so much. I feel sorry for the people that eat it and it tastes like
soap to them.
I feel sorry for them. I mean,
I don't get it. I think it's just fresh tasting.
Yeah. Okay.
So the one thing about skirt steak I like is you can always tell where the grain runs on it. So when you grill it off, you just cut it in half into whatever size pieces you want, and then you just slice across this grain. And if you do that, it'll just melt in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna hit it with some more lime juice, make the seasoning stick right down it.
And there's some other things you do with that grande gringo. I mean, dips you kind of make. And,
Oh, I use it in all kinds of stuff.
I know it. I see you use it all the time ever since you came out with it. I'm like, it's very versatile.
Taco meat.
Yeah.
Like you said, chicken, grande gringo wings, chilies.
Somebody wants to know if it's hot.
No, it's not. It's not. It's got some kick to it, but it's not like fire hot or anything. I mean,
Is it kind of a late hot?
A caliente gringo seasoning would not be a bad idea, like a super hot one, because it's not super hot.
Yeah.
It's got some peppers and stuff in it, but it's mainly chilies and cumin and spices that go with it, and not just heat.
Well, I mean, you got to have some heat.
Oh, you need a little. Yeah, I like a little spice.
Yeah,
but
I'm not a big.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that spice at the end for my Valentina hot sauce that I'm gonna put on these tacos.
Yeah, exactly.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that bag that we had that meat in. Usually I'll take them and kind of mash them around a little, make sure that cilantro kind of sticks in it. You can wrap them up a little. Might step in there and rinse my hands off real quick.
That's all right. I can.
Because I forgot to put my glove back on. But you can see the cilantro, the seasons, the gringo in there, the lime juice holding it on. And that's going to pull some moisture out of that meat. And it doesn't need long. Like, if you can give this 30 minutes, you're good to go. I wouldn't want to go overnight with it. It'd be a little excess. But
yeah, sometimes that salt will get in there and won't come out. It gets a little too salty.
But I've got some already going over here that we're going to cook up in a minute too. So our Weber should be doing its thing over there.
It's getting ready.
So
and you want to wash your hands for a second?
Yeah, I'm gonna step in there. You want to tighten that up real fast? Give me just a second.
I'll do this and get this out of the way.
Everybody in the chat asks questions.
All right, yeah. I'll do what I can without Malcolm right here.
Letting him just take over the barbecue at TikTok for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit, have a little takeover.
That didn't take long at all, did it, Craig?
Golly. Come on now. You sure you hit your hand with water?
Oh yeah, I'm exactly sure.
Okay.
I got a peek at our chicken here. Oh, it's looking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention real quick here. We've got a new product out, Malcolm. You've seen it. It's our new canned heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's a chafing fuel that it's got some great features to it. I mean, it's safe. That's the big thing about it is it's cool to the touch.
So when you're throwing your tailgates and you want to keep everything nice and warm that you're bringing off the grill and you're going to serve to people, you can pick up some of this and bring with you.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about spilling.
No, it doesn't.
It's going to last. What is the small can? Like 2 hours of burn. 2
hours of burning, and that's that small can.
What's this one?
This is a little bit longer. It's a
4 to 6.
4 to 6, yeah. And but the thing is without the spill, and man, I know you've done it before.
Oh, I use them all the time
with the fluid that comes out and
gel.
It spills, the gel, and then you go to pick it up, just being busy,
gets all over everything.
All of a sudden, you burn yourself, and so this is something that for tailgating, it's going to be a game changer and a game winner.
Oh yeah, I think you need to bring it with you if you're going to the football parties.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Hey, Type 3 wants to know, can we run these charcoal pellets in any pellet grill?
Yes, they'll run in anything. I've even mixed them with some others. If I had some left over, instead of I don't really do pellet switchovers, so I just keep dumping.
Right.
Like if I need some, I'll dump my roll oat pellets in. If I need something else, I want a different flavor, I may put some hickory in there, some apple or something. But I mean they run and they give you great flavor. I really like the BTUs. Like we're cooking at 350 today on these. These pellets don't burn near as much to give you that 350 degrees on a pellet grill as the traditional wood pellet does.
And you don't have near the ash.
But
yeah, perfectly fine to mix them. I mean, there's people that may want a little apple, a little hickory, want a little competition blend or something like that. But the BTUs, like you said, and the steady heat is going to be provided by that charcoal pellet, and then you just get the smoke benefit if you want to mix it. But you know, they work so good for a quick sear. So many of these pellet grills now are coming out with sear plates. They're coming out with the direct to the flame option, and I mean it's 100% charcoal.
That's right.
That's what you're using.
So we're gonna go over here and turn
Okay.
chicken bites. The bacon's starting to cook, starting to look good, but we're cooking it slow. We're cooking it offset. So all I'm doing is taking them and picking them up.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna roll them.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what you're looking for right there.
Don't worry, y'all. I'll get you a money shot.
Got good grill mark.
Heck yeah.
All that.
But it's offset heat. It's not super direct.
Yeah.
Like this one over here on the edge, I'm gonna move him back here to the back.
Yeah.
Let him catch up a little bit. But we're about, 15 minutes in?
Yeah.
Looking good. About another 15 minutes, it'll be time to start basting them. And if you wanted to, you can cook whatever you wanted over here on the hot side on this grill over that long.
Yeah, exactly. It's going good. All right. Well, let's close this up. Quick question for you.
This is where we got time for questions.
Yeah,
we caught all the way up, Craig.
Just a quick question for you. I mean, you know, I've seen you start, and I've seen you come through, and everything. It's been all hard work. And you know, nowadays there's a lot of something goes viral,
yeah.
and somebody all of a sudden is a sensation. But kind of tell your journey and how you got and built your brand.
Well, we started out in the competition world. That was, you know, I did barbecue as a hobby just because it was fun. Me and my buddies were hanging out. We had a barbecue team. We didn't really win, but we always won the party. You know, that's kind of coming from Ole Miss, man. We knew how to do that.
You were known for that.
But and that's kind of how I got started in barbecue. You know, this was way before videos or recipes or anything like that. But my wife would hear me talking to all my buddies, always talking about barbecue. No matter what it was, a conversation would go to barbecue. And so she told me that you need to share this. What are y'all talking about? People want to hear y'all, what you're saying, what you're talking about, you and your buddies. There's a lot of people that are into this. And I said, man, who wants to see some fat guys cook barbecue?
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea. And so she taught me into starting a newsletter, and that was back when newsletters were really big. And I don't write, so I did the best I could, and I did some newsletters, and people started subscribing to it and reading it. And I was just sharing what we were doing, the things I was cooking at home, competition stuff, you know, tips and recipes and things. And everybody made fun of me for doing it, but I stuck with it, and that was the big thing, sticking with it. Then YouTube came along, and we needed to make some videos for one of our sponsors that wanted some videos for Memphis in May. You know, we always cook. That's where I got to know you, from cooking Memphis in May.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and we didn't have a way to email them those videos, and we said, well, we can put them on YouTube, and it'll let us send those files over with having to email them. And so I started making videos, and that led to Cooking in the Yellow Kitchen days. And if everybody remembers back when I first started, we were just in my house. It was me and Rochelle with a cell phone, a lot like Tyler's got here, and we would just record cooking whatever I was cooking, and it was a lot of fun. You know, I just enjoyed it. I like cooking, and we didn't have any training. I don't have any camera presence. Everything I've learned is just like I'm standing here cooking with you.
Right.
And I think that resonates with people. It feels real.
It does.
People see that, and so it became really popular. You know, and then one thing led to another. You had Facebook, TikTok, all these other social channels where people are sharing, you know, what they're cooking and different things in their life and things like that. And it lets you get close to somebody without really knowing them or anything. You kind of get an insight, like you're there hanging out, you're buddies with them. And that's why I, really like doing it. It's, you got to love it. If you don't, if you don't like it, it's not going to be fun to you, and you're not going to stick with it. But if it's something that you like doing, it's easy. It's not like I'm working. Well, I'm just doing it because it's fun.
I think too with you, and you also do your recipes and you do your videos, and you do it in every backyard cooker's terms and how they can understand it. There's not, too much information. You're not over complicating things. You're not, using terms that they're not familiar with. Well, so it's all relatable.
I don't have like a culinary background or anything. I grew up in my mom's and my grandma's kitchens.
Right.
You know, that's where everything around our house always took place in the kitchen, whether it was people coming over, other relatives, friends. It seemed like things congregated around the kitchen, and they were always cooking something. And I just had a knack for being interested in what they were doing, looking at their old cookbooks that they always looked at, wanting to help, wanting to go out there and grill with my dad.
Right.
You know, if my uncles were doing a big barbecue or something, I always wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize. I mean, I think it was just fun. I don't think it was like a calling or anything like that.
Well,
It was what we did, you know. And
I was the same way. I was gravitated to the kitchen. You know, of course, I'm the youngest of 5 boys. I had a family of 7, so we always had a big pot of something. You know, it was always cooking quantity.
Right.
We had very big appetites, but you know, when I got old enough, you know, the parents would call back and like, "Hey, Craig, cook the." They wouldn't call my other brothers because I was the point guy.
Yeah.
on
you were the little man, so you had to do
yeah,
it.
exactly. It was either that or I got beat up. You know, one of the two. But anyway, so yeah, like you said, when I saw my dad pull out that old grill, you know, lime PK grill, and
back in the day, put the old Diz in it.
Oh, he grabbed that bag of old Diz, and I was like, shoot. I don't care if I was, you know, playing baseball in the backyard, I was shooting basketball, or what I was doing. When I saw him roll that grill out and grab that bag of old Diz, I wanted to be right there.
And that was a Royal Oak product back in the day.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
You know, that's the exact same way. I remember that iconic red bag, or the other brands that Royal Oak had, and I mean, it was just like every holiday we were outside grilling.
Yeah.
All summer long we were grilling something. You know, whether it's steaks, burgers, dogs, ribs, you name it, they were cooking it. And it's always like, to me, barbecue's family, it's friends, it's fun, it's fellowship. And I think that's the big allure to it.
Yep, it is.
Because people recognize, it is. Man, it's America.
Yeah.
I mean, the flag behind us, that's nothing says it more. It's America, you know.
Right.
But now it's a worldwide thing. People are recognizing barbecue as this whole culture of itself and cuisine, and are just into it. You look at the people all over the world that are watching the videos, that are buying products, that are buying grills, buying charcoal, all over the place.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge now.
It is. It's really big. I tell you, I did an event several years back in Australia. Was one of the pit masters there, and to go into that, of course, it was so new there. You know, it was kind of like when we started out. They were like sleeping in tents out by the grills, and you know, they were tending fires all night long, and you know, they were, but it was bringing them all together. They had a community of people there doing competition barbecue, but it was American barbecue.
Yeah, I think that's the big allure to it. They're seeing how much fun it is, how much fellowship it is, and the people you meet, just some of the salt of the earth, the best people, you know, the best friends I've ever had, lifelong friends I've met because of barbecue, and that means a lot to people.
Well, it does, and you know, just being able to do it, you know, for a living, and being able to spend our adult lives doing it is such a blessing.
It really is.
I see you making a move.
Yeah,
here.
well, I've got to.
You know, that'll make me nervous.
I'm trying to see. We're gonna look over here on this Yoder.
Okay.
And we're gonna kind of peek and see where we're at. Once I start seeing that cheese melt, it's gonna be time to open these dudes up. We're starting to get there on these.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, Craig, is just kind of fold this open and back a little bit.
Okay.
And if you'll bring that butter over here and maybe grab a grill brush, you may have to step in the kitchen there.
Okay. How about I bring this first?
And I'm just kind of folding this full around, making me a little boat like we would for ribs or something. Just enough where I can move it real good. You see how the mozzarella and the stuff starting to melt around the edge? That's what you want. And now we're going to be able to get this top all nice and brown. We're gonna need that Parmesan cheese over there in the bag too.
I can handle that.
Let's get the shaky kind, Craig. That's the kind I like. That's what I grew up using.
Shaky kind.
You see the shaky kind? If it ain't there, get the other kind. But we need to shake a little right on top. And all I'm doing is taking this garlic butter, brushing the tops.
Oh, the shaky kind.
Shaky kind. You found it. Let me see here.
All right.
I just got the old cheap Kraft shaky kind. We're just going to put a little dab on top. That's going to help us have a little bit of crunch, a little bit of brownness.
Get a little salt pop to it.
Little pop. We're gonna push them back right in the middle. We're gonna let these go about another 15 minutes. It'll be time to slide. Oh, we can take it back. I think we're done with the butter. Those sliders are that easy. I mean, you assemble them. You can do it the night before. Pop them on your grill. You already got them wrapped up. When they're cold, it takes them a little bit longer. They need 5 or 10 extra minutes just because they're coming out of the refrigerator. But I popped them in the cooler, took them to a party or to a game, got them on the grill straight out of the cooler, and you got something ready to eat in about 35, 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on over here. Oh yeah.
We about got some hot coals. Let's leave that lid off a little bit.
Leave it off and
let them get to rolling just a little. We got some of them are gray. We need some airflow.
Yeah. Make sure we're open on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see it. As soon as we get those coals nice and hot, we'll be ready to start throwing that skirt steak on.
No, that's gonna get nice and hot.
I'll tell you what we can do is start glazing.
I tell you, when that super size catches and rolls, it's gonna get hot.
So I've got some brown sugar and some hots. This is my firecracker sauce. I made firecracker chicken years ago on YouTube. And this is a sauce that's so simple, but it goes on any kind of chicken that you want that sweet and spicy pop to it. This sauce does it. It's really easy to do. All I did was like a cup of brown sugar, bottle of hot sauce, splash apple cider vinegar, pinch of salt, and about a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. So it has some heat to it. Then you just warm it up in the microwave till it's nice and bubbly, and then it thickens up into this nice glaze. All that brown sugar melts. And that's what we're going to brush over these chicken littles we got on the grill here. So this is what's going to make them firecracker chicken bites. Now look how good they're looking now after about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That bacon's kind of brown. We got that color to them. So I'm going to start painting them up. And all you're doing is taking that brush and just glazing the top of them. And with these things, this is where any kind of sauce that you wanted to put on them would work. You know, you can make this whatever you wanted.
Oh yeah, those are so versatile. Yeah, you know, like you said, you can do a teriyaki, you can do a hot barbecue.
I've used like the Asian zing from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I've done General Tso, you name it. I've done it on these chicken bites. Buffalo style is really good.
You know what? You wouldn't have to put a thing on them and they'd be good.
No, they're really good. They're really good. I mean, it's bacon wrapped around moist, delicious chicken thighs. I mean,
I love how you say delicious.
It's just, that's my wife.
You know it's good.
Everything's delicious, man.
You say delicious.
We ain't cooking nothing bad, Craig.
No, ever. I can hear the sear. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but
oh yeah, it's sizzling. Now you got some hot. Can you flip them?
Yeah,
it's easy with them.
I'm a ninja, man.
There you go.
I'm easy.
We're gonna glaze this side too and let it rock and roll.
Yeah, they're a little easier to turn once they tighten up.
Yeah, once they get tightened up, they're real easy to turn.
And I can smell that.
Now what you can do here is move them over to that direct heat. Really let it brown that bacon.
Yeah.
And we may do that right at the end.
And the sugar,
you got to watch it. You got to watch it because it will burn fast. You can't walk away from it. But you can let it go a minute or two on each side, no problem. And it'll really set that glaze. It'll make it caramelize.
I'll tell you, you got it smelling really, really good.
Smells like the fair, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Mid-South,
we need
Mid-South Fair, Memphis, Tennessee.
Sausage and peppers and onions, and we'd be on to something here with these chickens.
Only way it could be any better is to finish it off with that rodeo in the Mid-South Coliseum. Oh, that fire's getting hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we're about ready for some skirt. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
So you got some tongs out here, Craig?
I do. Prepared for you. Let it cool down just a touch. And that's a little thing to know here with the Weber or any grill that's got a cover. You know, it gets hot. You got flames. Put the cover on there, and it'll knock the flames down. It'll knock them out. It'll cool the fire off. So that's always a good thing to know. But keep the bottom open, keep the top open, you keep the airflow, you keep the fire lit, but you don't have the heat and the flames coming up. So good thing to know. Little pro tip. Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
All right, Chris.
What are we cooking?
What are we cooking?
Where are we cooking?
Oh, we're at Royal Oak headquarters. Y'all hadn't seen the crowd here behind us.
Yeah,
We've got
the crowd. Look at everybody.
They're being quiet so y'all can hear us.
Yeah.
But we're at Roswell, Georgia, at the beautiful Royal Oak campus, tucked in the woods with a little lake out here.
A little bit there, Tyler.
It's the most beautiful scenery you could have, really.
I mean,
Think for a second. I'm
Yeah.
I'll walk y'all around.
you almost think you're at the Masters. In
That's right.
Augusta
That's
out
right.
there.
That's
You
right.
know, and I tell you, it's a lot like it when you get these azaleas out here
Yeah.
flowering. Don does a great job with the grounds here.
I'll do this next batch. No, yeah, watch out when that dude's going.
Yeah.
We just want about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on each
Anything
side on
wrong.
these skirt steaks. I want them that medium rare. That's where I like to eat them. Super soft, got a little char on the outside. Yeah.
Man, you got too much pressure on me, man. I don't want to mess these
You don't want.
things
You
up.
don't want. You ain't gonna mess
Not
them
on
up.
your TikTok. Now,
You ain't gonna
my
mess 'em
TikTok,
up.
I can mess them up.
You ain't gonna mess them up. I promise you. You ain't gonna mess them up. I ain't gonna let you do that, Craig.
All right, you keep me straight.
Yeah.
You have for quite a while. Of course, I've kept you straight too for.
You kept me straight a few times.
Seeing some Cleveland in the house, Strayhorn,
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Oh, straight
yeah,
on. We're
man.
talking deer camp now.
Uh huh.
a couple of Atlantas. Everybody represents.
Oh,
Look at that.
looks
See that char we get on it?
sick.
That's what you want to see on
Yeah.
skirt steak. That side's done. We just need to get the other side like that,
Yeah.
about 2 minutes.
Just a little quick char
Yep,
crust on
that is
there.
all you want.
Done. I tell you,
We ain't really cooking the cow out of it. We
No.
want to taste the beef.
you know, that's the way I like a steak, though. You just
That's
kind
right.
of knock the horns off and put a little sear off
Wipe
on
his
both
butt.
sides. Yeah, bring it on. You know. I mean, you know, hey, to each his own. If somebody likes a well done steak, that's
They can go
all
eat
right,
hamburger
too,
in my
but yeah,
book.
that's the way I think too. But, you know,
It's like cooking with propane.
right,
I ain't trying to grill a steak on propane either.
right. Well, let me go.
I
Get you, I'm
won't
gonna go
go
grab
alone.
you a pan real quick. We can put that cooked in.
Yeah, just get a cutting board, Craig.
Okay.
Somebody said, need the smells to come through the phone.
Man, if it would, you'd be on to something, Tyler.
$1 million idea.
I'm okay. I'm all right. I promise.
Come on.
I'm all right. I didn't fall too hard.
Look at that sizzle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you looking for?
All I want is that char. Once I see that char, we still got the juices coming out. It is ready.
It's a beautiful sight.
Man.
I hope everybody on this TikTok is getting this view. 'Cause I tell you what, that supersize is hot right now. It's going good.
Somebody joined late and asked what the marinade is. Can you talk about that a little bit?
So I started with some lime juice, some Grande Gringo, and some cilantro. Super easy. And then you just let it set for about 30 minutes. Kind of start pulling some of that moisture out, working its way into the meat. It's really fast, really easy, but you can marinate whatever you want. You want to add some Mexican beer to it. If you wanted to, make kind of an olive oil based with the cilantro and stuff, you can use whatever.
Yeah.
The good thing about skirt steak is you can make it your own, however you want to do it.
Looking at this grill too is this kind of gives you an example of a
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Having a fire on one side and having it cool on the other side and being able to escape over there if you need to, kind of a dual zone type cooking. Having it real hot here and your flames up too much or it gets too hot,
yeah.
You can always escape over here to the other side. But you see how his rotation is going here.
I got an assembly line.
You got an assembly line going for it.
We're starting these new ones over here on the slow side.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to work them towards it.
That's some good looking skirt steak. I wonder who got that for you.
I don't know. Whoever ordered
Man,
that was a
hey,
genius.
Only the best for you. Only the best for you, Malcolm. Ah, you got my mouth watering. I should have
It
ate more.
smells so good. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be better: the chicken, the sliders, or the skirt steak.
I might grab one of these skirt steaks and slide around the corner and go ahead and gnaw on and eat it real quick. Have a casualty. And that skirt steak's versatile too, man.
Oh yeah,
you can do so much with it. And
the only thing you don't do with it is overcook it.
Right. And
don't dry it out.
And if you cook it right, the only way you can run it is not eat it.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, anytime you want a taco, or anytime you want to put it on a salad, or anytime you want to, a
wrap, a salad.
Yeah. You can chop it up and make one of your sliders with it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot you can do.
Put it roll up.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know why you don't put the lid on.
Because we want that flame kiss.
Right. It's like I was saying earlier with the lid. When you put the lid on, it's gonna kill the flames. And right now, the flames is what he wants. I mean, you want that sear, you want that heat, but it's gonna knock.
I mean, this is like true asada style. I mean,
it is
over hot coals. You don't have to have the lid. We're not trying to choke it back. We want to char that meat. We're wanting to build those flavors up. That's where all your flavor comes from on them. I mean, that piece of meat right there, look at all that meat juice cooking out, sizzling, but it's got the char. That's what makes it so good. It's simple flavors, but cooked just right, and it'll be some of the best meat you ever ate.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And this isn't, skirt steak's not like the super most sexiest cut of beef. You know, a lot of people don't know about it. It was something they used for like fajita meat in restaurants and stuff. But I mean, you don't see it a lot of time in grocery stores. You really got to look for the skirt steak. Yeah, it's not like ribeye or filet or something like that. But in my opinion, it tastes even better because you get all that intermuscular fat in it. It stays juicy and it has a ton of flavor. There is an inside skirt and an outside skirt.
Yeah.
This is inside, which is my favorite.
A lot of that's just depends on, a little tender. The inside a little more tender.
I think so.
A little more.
It don't get worked. It don't get worked as much.
Right. Oh man.
He's asking what's the difference between skirt and flank.
Just different parts of the animal where it comes off.
Yeah.
Flank's usually a little bit thicker, a little bit tougher. I think you get a richer beef flavor over the skirt.
Yeah, it's the
skirt typically you don't diaphragm.
Right, it is. It's tougher cut. So if you cook a skirt, you cook it medium rare, but when you cut it, you need to really thin slice it. Really go
across the grain, thin slices. This will melt in your mouth. I promise you. You don't even need a taco to eat this meat.
Tell you what, all this saliva I got coming down my mouth right now.
The bad thing is, these supersized briquettes are just now ready to cook. Like we could cook 60 more pounds of this skirt steak.
Hey, they last longer.
Now we can put the lid on, y'all.
All right, yeah. Now we want to choke it down.
So, Craig, we need to peek.
Yeah.
We need to peek at our chicken bites.
All right, let's peek at them. Let's take a quick look here.
Still got a little ways to go. You still got your gloves on?
I do.
Let's go ahead and get them over here, over this hotter side. See if we can get a little brown action going. And we're not going to let them go long. We'll put them on here, walk away a minute or two, and then come back and flip them again. And we ought to be about there because the bacon's looking right.
A little run down on the hot end.
All right.
Man, hope y'all can hear this sear. Hear the sear. You make a t-shirt.
Now, if we don't screw it up here and burn them, this is the worst thing you can do. But let's just kind of, we can close the lid though.
All right.
We just can't forget them.
Right.
Don't let me forget them.
Don't let us forget them, TikTok, Tyler. All right.
Now we got to check our sliders. We cook it in real time.
We're doing the check. We're on the chicken.
See where we're at on here. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's.
See, feel that, Craig. Well, you ain't got a free hand. It's starting to get brown.
My teeth on?
You're fixing to. You're fixing to. There's our cheese melted, y'all. Look at that. Sliders they slid. They don't slid in.
They slid in safe.
Yep.
They're not out. They're safe.
So we're all right. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt them to go. Just where we at on time on our live, y'all? We're still. Oh, we're golden. We're fixing to get them off. Hold on. You got hot gloves? You can grab them.
Yeah. All right.
We'll close the yoder up. Let's put those. You think they're gonna slide off of there? No, I didn't plan this part now.
All right.
Ooh, that's hot.
Let me see what I can do.
Might need to get that knife and help them a little, maybe. Or, oh, look at you! Look at you! Look at you!
I'm a ninja, man.
You are a ninja. Now we need a fresh knife, one that's not contaminated.
All right. I'll be right back.
And then we're gonna cut these dudes up. They look beautiful though, don't they? Uh-oh. Y'all know what's going on? We gotta go check these.
Hey, don't forget those.
Yeah, you almost let me forget.
Yeah, you know, I got to keep you straight.
I ain't got a glove to grab
Yeah, I
them,
do.
so.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. See, you didn't want to walk away too much longer.
Well,
Uh-oh, Craig. You got a better way to do it. It's better with gloves in a hand. You don't mix them up. You don't mess them up as bad.
you don't want to swing around. That's the other part
That's
of
all right.
tightening up.
That's all right. That's all right
Yeah.
if they swing. We might need to move some of these kind of back yonder way. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
They look good.
Move that over yonder way.
That one get flipped too. I think we're good. Let's go 2 more minutes and we're going to be chicken 30.
All right.
It's did.
Y'all ready for some of these chicken bites? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want to do the honors of, I'll tell you what, since we got several people here, normally I would just follow the lines, but we can half these and get it to where everybody here can get a bite, hopefully.
All right. I'll a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure on me. You watching me like this.
You got to hit that one line too, though. You going to come back and get that one?
Yep. I'm planning on it. How about that?
Yeah, and get that other line too. See this line and that line.
Oh, you want that? You want to get? Yeah, I see what you're
Will it
doing.
do it?
Of course, I'm a ninja.
You got skills.
Got skill.
That's why we keep you around.
I'm glad you do, Malcolm.
Who in the chat's ready for that bite?
Oh yeah. Make sure I get through the pepperoni. Pepperoni want to hang on there.
How did that bottom crust feel? Did it have a?
Yeah, it crunched when I went through it. Yeah, cheese.
Ideally, you don't want to squeeze them like Craig's done. I'm not trying to say anything.
But of course, you're not gonna cut them in force.
I'm not gonna cut them in force like this either.
So,
We're doing this simply for the sake of people to be able to try them.
yeah.
But look at the bottoms, golden
More
brown.
samples.
You got the pepperoni, the cheese, the top. Will it slide?
Hold on.
Most definitely. Hold on, we forgot our marinara sauce. That's what you dip
That's
them in.
what I was waiting on. See, you jumped the gun there.
One marinara sauce. That's what we serve them with. That's a football food.
That's
Party
it.
food.
That is it right there.
Garlicky, cheesy.
I'm gonna eat too.
All right, now you eating somebody's out the crowd now.
You all right with me? One more? No? Yes?
All right, Craig.
Need a pan?
We need a pan.
All right. Coming up.
We have got chicken done, glazed. Look at it. I mean, that's beautiful. I got to get them all in one load. Like I've done that before.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Somebody want to walk these around a little bit?
Yeah, y'all make some friends with those. Now we got to have something to.
Another cutting board, right?
Yeah, what we got?
I can handle that.
Because I got to cut the steak up. We got to make a taco.
We're gonna be plating.
Yeah, you want to those chicken bites. All we have to do to those is take them off the skewers and get them on something to serve.
Okay.
So if you can load that up, load that platter up.
Chicken skewers coming up.
I can't just serve tortillas out of the package. I got to heat them up. So how about putting them on that platter?
I'm gonna get off transfer.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Got to be easy with them. They'll come unwrapped.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing all right. They're doing all right.
They were cooked perfect.
Cooked perfect.
I mean, I just wish folks could smell
I
this
see
right
one.
now.
I see one right here that I got to try. So let's just see. Firecracker chicken littles.
Here.
Holy smoke.
Oh man. That's fantastic.
That's good. You got that real lump charcoal flavor from the grill. The bacon. It's bacon, thighs, seasonings, and that firecracker sauce. It don't get any easier.
Yeah, it don't get any better either.
Mm.
I mean, that's
That's
fantastic.
good. Really good.
Noted.
Sometimes I surprise myself, Craig.
You know what?
Let's go back over to this grill real quick.
You don't ever surprise me though.
I don't. All right. So we got to make some tacos. You could go raw tortilla. I mean, it's fully cooked, but I like to have them grilled just a little bit, and it don't take but about 15, 20 seconds on each side. Usually, by the time you get them on the grill, it's time to flip them and then think about starting to take them off. But we got to make some tacos with some fresh warm tortillas.
Somebody said,
Hey, Craig, can you pull this fire up just a touch on me? Like, raise it up.
Look at this. The beauty of this thing.
What was the question there, Tyler?
somebody just said, "Woo! I thought we were going to be eating raw tortillas, but Malcolm's got this crap covered."
I mean, come on.
We ain't eating tortillas straight out the package. I'm not a barbarian.
Mm.
I like this grill. I've never cooked on one of these, but this is a handy dandy.
It is. It's
See how fast they cook? Now we're gonna take them up. Can you get me a pan there, Craig? Starting to blow up. That's how you know they're ready. And some people would use tongs, but I have burnt my fingers enough to not have any feelings on them. So.
same way.
Flip that way. Is it flipped? Yeah, it is. That's good. Let's throw some more on here.
Yeah, I work the tortillas. You come over
Yeah.
here and work the.
The way he flips with his hands, barbarian over there.
I got this.
You got that?
Yeah, I got this.
So,
I'll build you a taco.
all right. Let's build some tacos then. Get out of there. That's first fly I see.
And that's right.
So what we do for tacos is first we got to cut our skirt up.
That's cool.
So the way this works with this skirt steak is you can tell the grain's running across it on the short way. And so all I do is I usually take it and cut it into pieces that I want for my taco, about like this. And then we're going to take it, kind of angle it at a bias, just a little bit. And look at that, how juicy that skirt steak is. Medium rare, beautiful. Craig?
Yes, sir.
I know you're running tortillas, but can you come tell me if this passes?
Man, I would be more than happy to.
Son. Oh, man. You get the citrus flavor from the lime. The Grande Gringo gives it that savoriness. You get the smokiness.
That acidity in that lime.
The
really
supersized briquette doing its job on the char. And you see I'm keeping it thin, keeping it kind of at an angle to get some height out of these slices. I hope y'all can see that on TikTok. That's a thing of beauty right there. And you see how thin I'm keeping these strips. I mean, that's a lot of skirt steak. That's going to make a lot of tacos. We don't have nearly enough shells for the amount of meat we got here. But
where'd you throw the rest of it?
There's nothing wrong with the meat by itself. You don't have to eat it on a shell. Like Craig said, you can make, skirt steak salad. You can do whatever with it. I mean, all kinds of good stuff. Quesadillas, wraps, sandwiches, sliders.
Somebody said all those poor folks just watching them eat delicious Wagyu.
It is really not fair for y'all to have to watch us eat this Wagyu like this.
They're going to get a bite too.
I don't know. Did this come from
Kevin?
This is phenomenal.
What are you talking
about? I mean, I thought the sliders was good. The sliders are garbage compared to this. This is like where it's at.
Yeah. I hope y'all save some of your appetite because this is special right here. Very special.
So, Craig, when I make a taco, I'm going to show you how I make one. How about that? I got some of the meat.
I'd like to see that.
So you take your shell, got it grilled a little bit. We're going to put a little bit of the meat on it, a couple strips, however you like it. I'm going to be a 3-strip guy.
I figured that.
Then we're going to put a little bit of this Mexican-style crumbly cheese, a little bit fresh cilantro. Tyler chopped that for me this morning. We're going to squeeze one more lime over it, just like that. And then we're going to give it a touch of Valentina. This is kind of the Frank's Red Hot of Mexico, I guess. It's one of my favorites. It's a cheap Mexican hot sauce, but dang, it's good. And they have it at every Mexican restaurant that I go to.
That is a pretty.
But look, I mean, how simple is it? Taco's a simple thing, man.
Yeah. And
simple thing.
You got a
but I'm gonna give it to you.
What?
Yeah.
Can I eat it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna knock out some more of these, but I wanted everybody to see how we're gonna make one because I might turn you loose over here making some. So everybody here can try one.
Yeah, it didn't turn out.
I forgot.
No, it was real good.
I'm sorry about that, Craig. I took you off the point.
You had me having a moment here.
Yeah. Skirt steak taco.
Let me tell you what. That is fantastic. Fantastic.
I may y'all chat one. Come try one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get over here and start making tacos.
We're gonna make some of these up. Is there any questions anybody's got out there while we're doing this? It's a great time to answer some questions. We'll take some of this meat and put it back in this juice. Don't think I'm gonna throw that juice in that pan away. Meat's going right back in it.
Bathe in that juice.
Thanks for the Let's Go's IE room. Yeah, I said that right.
Let's go.
I've been getting lots of cowboy hats and stuff.
Have you? Oh, that's good.
Wait a second, I DoorDash one. Sure.
Let me slide.
You good? You good? I'm gonna get right here. You got you some shells?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many shells we got, Craig. I hope everybody gets some. If we don't have enough for everybody, we will at least get everybody some meat. How about that?
Well, They won't be disappointed in any of it. I can promise you. So this is super meat dynamite. All right, questions. Anybody here have questions? All right, we got a question.
Yeah, fire at us.
What's the best way to make sure that bacon crisps up while you're cooking it on the grill without drying out with the side?
Well, that's kind of my trick for using the thighs, because it's hard to dry out that dark meat chicken. White meat, breast, cut up in chunks like that, it's going to dry out every time before that bacon gets done. You can use the white meat, but you got to pre-cook that bacon. You got to give it that head start. So if you'll start at 10, you don't want it to start browning, but you want it to start rendering the fat in the bacon. It's still real pliable, but it's got a 10 or 15 minute head start. That way, when the chicken's done in 20 minutes, the little small chunk of chicken, the rest of that bacon's done. And so it's really easy, and that's how I do it when people absolutely have to have white meat. I pre-cook that bacon, but I also do that with my duck and my deer, just because I know they're not going to cook long. You know, if I cook the bacon gets done, that deer meat or that wild duck is toast. So you got to pre-cook it.
You about tacos?
Sure.
I'll tell you what. Let me get this pan.
Load them up. Take that little pan. Well, I'll say load them up, and then we'll give some meat too.
Amanda Chow wants to know if y'all like oxtails.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that and short ribs, two of the finer things in life.
I'll make up another
Braised
round. Make up one
oxtails,
more round, then we'll
smoked, then braised in a Dutch oven. I actually have a video on it on YouTube.
Now, your videos, you know, I love when you were talking about the firecracker chicken, and you know what that gave you that inspiration for that, going to that.
Well,
you know,
so I mean,
do that randomly. You kind of.
so I'm always been kind of a cookbook junkie, or you know, Food Channel, Food Network, all that. I've watched that growing up all my life, and so I get ideas, and I've always made a habit since we started doing recipes and things like that to make notes of stuff. So I keep a running list of potential proteins, meats, dishes, things I want to cook. And that way, when I start needing some inspiration or I'm trying to build out my cook schedule, I can go to that list first and get those ideas. Now, our stuff usually starts with the calendar. I mean, we design our recipes around the holidays, what's going on, football season, for example. You know, you got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving coming up, then the holidays. So I've always have some recipes that are designed for that. But the fill-in stuff, I just take, you know, whatever. I go to my list. Not only do I make the videos, I watch other people's videos. A lot of my buddies are doing videos now. I'm always on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, watching other people's stuff too, and you get inspiration from it.
Right.
And I might see them doing something. It's like, man, I could take that but put my spin on it, or I could,
exactly.
You know, somebody's doing something in the air fryer. Well, how could I do that on the grill but do it my way?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of it comes from. It's not really like, I don't know how much of all this cooking stuff is genuine now, because it's all been done before. We're just doing different stuff. Yeah, different variations of it.
Making it your own with
making it your own. But I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to be a Michelin chef or anything like that. I'm just trying to cook good food and have fun doing it.
Hey, I cooked in the James Beard house. I know it don't look like
that. They let you in there?
They let me in there.
Was you cooking for the help? Or?
Yeah, I was actually, I actually did a little chefy chef thing.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
That's an honor there.
It was. It was a great honor to be able to do that. And I tell you, it was Leslie and I, you know, Leslie Scott, we were walking on a cloud the whole time. We got to do that dinner. But yeah, so don't let these rags fool you. You know, there's a little more substance to this.
The ninja can clean up.
Yeah, I can clean up. Although I didn't clean up, I tell you, it's funny. I went and had to cook ribs at Pig Beach out in Queens. And of course, I'm going across town in an Uber with, you know, a case of ribs, and then I'm coming back with a cooler full of cooked ribs in an Uber, and then as soon as I get out, we start in the kitchen cooking, and I got what I wore all day long. I didn't put on a chef's coat. Of course, I don't own a chef's coat. I didn't even change shirts, but that's probably not surprising to any of y'all out there that know me.
Speaking of rags. They want to know if y'all have ever smoked deer before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean,
I love smoked hind quarter, smoked shoulder roast.
We may have a recipe real close to this one, but
with
deer meat instead on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I've done tacos with the backstrap. I mean,
yeah,
smoked backstrap wrapped in bacon. That's one of the finer things in life.
It really is. You can cut that back strap, pound it down flat, fry it, put it off in some brown gravy, serve it over some rice.
We're going to have enough cheese. We need more cheese.
There's a question out there that says, what's your favorite cut of beef?
Oh, ribeye. Hands down. Ribeye.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to order steak, I'm going to order ribeye. I like that fat in it.
Right.
Some people are fillets, some people are strips. No, I'm ribeye.
I like a strip.
Yeah.
There's
nothing wrong with them. It's like, what's your favorite kid?
Yeah.
I like all my kids,
Exactly.
But my favorite was that ribeye.
The ribeye is hard to beat. There's no doubt about it.
We got enough cheese. We need some more cheese. We might have to go with some mozzarella.
We can do that.
Let me go see if I got a little more.
We only got like a few more.
All right.
We're going to pass this meat around, too. This is just fantastic meat.
What's y'all's favorite thing in the chat? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what y'all like. See, this right here is just, man, it's so good. It's so tender, cooked perfect. That's the main thing is making sure that you get it to how you like it first, but being able to cook medium to medium rare and keeping the tenderness in there, flavor in there.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. All right, well, I tell you, Malcolm, we're just gonna make tacos and
Is that it?
And send them out. Great day of cooking, and
Absolutely.
so happy to have you here, and so happy to just be. And you're in my kitchen, and this is the pavilion out here is like my office when I come here because I'm usually cooking when I'm here. So it's just an awesome honor to have you here, and appreciate you coming.
Hey, I've had a blast. This is our first TikTok live. This is the first time we've ever done it on our channel. So to be able to come down here to Royal Oak, to have a live audience, that's been great. It's been fun.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
But I want to let everybody out there that's watching, y'all go check out Royal Oaks. They have a TikTok page. They're on Facebook. They're on YouTube. Y'all give them a subscribe, follow them, because they are getting behind a lot of pitmasters out there. They've got an ambassador program with a ton of great people, way better cooks than me on there, and they're doing a lot of great things.
Come on.
So we appreciate what Royal Oak's doing for the barbecue community, for the guys like us out there that, just wanted to burn some meat on a grill over some good product. Thank y'all. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate it. I tell you, just the philosophy here of Royal Oak is giving back and being able to do that in the barbecue community and not only for the people but through charitable opportunities and being able to help. I mean, you've been a part of that in the past,
absolutely.
and so yeah, just for me, the opportunity to come here and work and be a part of and help build a brand like this has been, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
a life changer. Yes, a lot.
It's a blessing. It really is.
It
Get
really
to do this. It's a blessing.
Be sure to follow me at the BBQ Ninja.
There you go.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. So yeah,
where can they find out more about Royal Oak products?
Man, go to rolloak.com, and we really worked hard getting the website up and rolling. You can go to the product that you're looking for. There's a buy now button under there. You hit that buy now button, and it'll show you, the products that's in stock that's close to you. And also on there, we have a lot of recipes. You want to find a recipe, go there, search. Chances are you're going to find it. Chances are you're going to see his pretty face.
Can you find the baby blowtorch? I mean, check that dude out. That's going to be the stocking stuffer of the season this year, y'all. Y'all be looking for him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna slip one of these on the plane.
If it didn't have butane in it, I think you could. But with butane in it, they may not let you do that. But anyway, again, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Hey, thanks for checking us out today on TikTok, y'all. Y'all know we're gonna be doing some more stuff. We might do some more of these live, so keep an eye out. But appreciate y'all watching.
Thank you.
Keep on cooking.